Veda says in India, Earth is my mother, her son am I, and Parjanya, my father. May he fill us with plenty.
The earth is referred as Prithvi in Sanskrit and is extolled as Great Mother in the ancient text Rigveda. There is a very ancient prayer, let not Mother Earth get angry with us at any time. Earth is my mother. I am the son of the earth. This kind of closeness and reverence made the sages, rishis, bow down to the Mother Earth and pay homage to her. The Mother Earth is identified with Shri, or Lakshmi, the goddess of harvest and fortune in the Aetherya Brahmana and also in the later Upanishads. Earth is my mother. I am the son of the earth. This kind of closeness and reverence made the sages, rishis, bow down to the Mother Earth and pay homage to her. The Mother Earth is identified with Shri, or Lakshmi, the goddess of harvest and fortune in the Aetherya Brahmana and also in the later Upanishads. The earth is also described as power or Shakti associated with Vishnu. In fact, Vishnu is associated on either side with Shri, the goddess of wealth, or Bhudevi, the goddess of the earth. The universe was created around 13-14 billion years ago in a vast explosion known as the Big Bang. Both time and space were born from this colossal detonation. In less than a second, the infant universe had expanded trillion of times.
In less than a second, the infant universe had expanded trillion of times. Within less than 3 minutes of the initial explosion, as the fireball cooled, the first atoms of hydrogen and helium were formed. However, it took another 500 million years before these atoms combined to form matter, which was followed by creation of stars and then galaxies. The universe is still expanding at an ever-growing rate, becoming cooler and emptier. There are billions of galaxies in the universe. The galaxies exist in groups and are attracted to each other to form superclusters, vast strings of galaxy clusters that are millions of light years across. About 90% of the galaxies are invisible. The most distant galaxy that can be perceived from the Earth is at a distance of 13 billion light-years. A light-year is distance light travels in a year, about 9460 billion 800 million km, to be more precise 299,792 km per second. Our own galaxy cluster, known as the local group, or the Milky Way Akash Ganga, is part of a supercluster, in which the Virgo galaxy cluster, with 2,000 members, is by far the biggest. The Milky Way and the nearby Andromeda galaxy are the biggest members of the galaxy cluster. Andromeda, with 400,000 million stars, is twice the size of the Milky Way, and at 2.9 million light-years away, is the most distant object visible to the naked eye. Most of the other 30 group members are small and faint. The name Milky Way is due to misty appearance of its 200 billion distant stars that form a distinct band across our sky. The Milky Way is spiral in shape, with young stars and interstellar gas marking out the arms. The Sun and its associated planets sit in the Orion arm of the spiral, about halfway out from the center, which is also the site of a massive black hole. Birth and age of the Earth within the Milky Way, a rotating cloud of gases from earlier supernova exploded stars got contracted by gravitational forces. This clump of denser material is known as nebula. The nebula condensed to form the solar system. Around 4.6 Ga equals giga annum equals 1 billion years, small amount of nebula began to collapse inwards. It became hotter and denser, setting in nuclear reactions and, thus a star. Our Sun was formed. The Sun, like any other star, is a natural nuclear reactor. Other planets of the solar system were formed from the remaining gas and dust. The Sun dominates its family of planets, moons, asteroids and comets. The small rocky planets that are located close to the Sun, i.e., Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, were created in an environment that was too hot, thus could not hold onto a dense atmosphere, while the Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune retained atmosphere as they were quite far away from the Sun. About 4.6 Ga, the Earth started its life as a ball of hot rock at a temperature of 50,000 C with an atmosphere of hydrogen. As the surface began to cool, material from the hot interior of the planet was released in gaseous form to create the atmosphere. This age of the Earth has been arrived at by modern scientific method known as radiometric dating. Archbishop Usher in 1650 used the Bible to calculate the age of Earth as 434 BC. On the contrary, the Hindu scripture Surya Siddhanta surprisingly estimates the age of the Earth as 4.2 Ga, which is quite close to the scientifically determined age. Since its formation, the Earth has evolved through various stages,